Hello everyone, let me just get this set up. Okay. So, today I'm going to teach you how to show and not tell. You might be thinking, Miss Cone, what does that mean? I'm not showing you anything, I'm writing. But good writers, they don't just tell you how their characters feel, they actually show you by describing the actions that their characters are taking, that they're doing. Instead of just saying, right now, Miss Cone is happy, you would instead, as an author, describe everything I'm doing. I'm smiling, my eyes are open wide. And then I know, of course, Miss Cone is happy. So today you're going to do the same thing with your story. You're going to look through your draft and find places where you just kind of told your reader how your character felt and you didn't really show it. So we're going to use this little chart that has some emojis over here. And near each emoji or each feeling, you'll see some different ways that you could show that instead of just telling someone that, let's see, Joy was afraid. We could say Joy's hands were shaking, her knees felt like jelly. Or instead of saying Donna was happy, we could say Donna looked like a ray of sunshine. She was on top of the world, jumping up and down. And then I don't even need to use the word happy because you already know that I'm describing Donna as happy. So let me show you an example with my story. So I went ahead and went back to my beginning paragraph, my first part that I wrote based on my sketch. And I read through it. And I was thinking, is there a spot where I just kind of told my reader how I was feeling? And I noticed that there was. At the bottom, I highlighted it for you. It says, I thought to myself, what time is it? I looked over at the clock and saw that it said 8:10. I was shocked. I had a meeting with Miss Ng at 8:15. Okay, so I just told you I was shocked, but good writers don't just come out and say it. They describe it and make you feel like you're really there with me and you're shocked too. So I'm going to show you, going back to our little emoji chart. It's a little blurry here, but I'll post a clear one for you. So I went back and looked at the picture that said shocked. And I'm looking at the examples they give. Of course, you can do your own example, but they give you some. So, mouth wide open, eyes popping open, hands covering mouth, gasping for air, heart racing a mile a minute. These are all ways to show that someone is shocked. So instead, today I could go back to my writing and go back and cross out or do a little bit of an arrow. And instead of saying I was shocked, I could say, I looked over at the clock and saw that it was 8:10. My eyes popped open and my mouth dropped. I guess my mouth dropped open too. My eyes jumped open and my mouth dropped open. I started gasping for air. I had a meeting with Miss Ng at 8:15. See the difference? Instead of I was shocked, my mouth dropped open. My eyes were open. I started gasping for air. You feel like you're there with me. You can tell that that's a better writer would do that. Now, I'm going to go to the next part of my story and try it again. So to give you another example, I looked at the middle part of my story and tried to find another part where I had a feeling that I just told you. I didn't show it. So I went through and I looked and I found the part where I was nervous. I was so nervous, but I could barely move. My legs felt like jello. So I actually kind of did a good job describing this, but I can do even better. So I'm talking about the fact that I'm nervous because I'm going to miss this meeting with the principal. So instead of just saying that I was so nervous, we can look back at this emoji chart, which I'll post for you, and find a more interesting way to say that. So we could say, I had so many butterflies in my stomach and I could barely move. See how that sounds better? I felt like I had a lump in my throat and I could barely move. Or I was biting my bottom lip and biting my nails. I felt like I could barely move. See how those are moves that better writers would do? So today, you'll go back and look at your drafts and you'll find some spots where you just kind hold your feelings or your emotions. And instead, you're going to show them. Try to find at least 3 places, maybe your beginning, your middle, and your end, where you can show and not tell. All right, so look at the chart for different ways to show, and make sure today you go back and revise to make sure we're showing and not just telling. Off you go.